Perfect. Hi. It was taking a while to start today. So welcome to class. We have two people here today. We have Nock and Ken, so thank you for joining us. And we will be talking about vocabulary used in about going to the bank. Okay, so if you ever go traveling, you need to go abroad, something like that, maybe it would be helpful. I mean, if you have to go to the bank, if you lose your credit card, if you have money problems, you need to exchange currency, okay? So all of this can help. So what we're going to do is get right into it. Actually, first question, Ken or Nock, have you ever traveled outside of your country and had problems with money?
Money tip, because I dare not forget paying tip in America. Because
Okay, so tipping. Okay, so you're talking about tipping at restaurants and things like that.
Right, because
Okay.
we usually don't pay tips in any shops, so I try not forget, because I heard not paying tip is somewhat rude for the staff. So in America, because their salary is not so high, so they are earning the money, additional money for tips, so it's necessary for them.
Exactly. I was a waitress and I was making $2.50. I mean, the base wage is $2.33. So yeah, there's not a lot of money. And basically our salary is the tips, and so that's why it's so important in the United States, and that's true. Any problems traveling? Did you lose a credit card or anything? I was robbed, I guess you could say. I don't think it's mugged because it wasn't physical, but I one time was staying at a hostel. I was traveling alone, and I went to go to the bathroom, came back, and my wallet was gone. All of my money. And I had taken out like 150 euros because I was in Barcelona, and I thought, oh, I'll take out some money, I'll pay the hostel, I'll pay, things, and I won't have to worry about, taking out money. And he stole the money. But I did get the wallet back. It's a strange story, but I got the wallet back, which had, my credit cards and everything like that. He just took all the cash that I had. So it wasn't really a problem, I suppose, dealing with money, but it was a bad situation. So. And apart from that, with all the traveling I've done, I don't think I've had any problems exchanging. It's either been, when I went to South America, so I guess in Brazil and Argentina, and then here in Europe. So no, I haven't. Oh, in England in the pound. That was confusing. Every time I went to pay for something, I would look at the coin, like, what is this? Sometimes I still do it here. I have to make sure that is this 10 or 20? Okay. Because, in the United States, we have coins that are 1 cent, 5, 10, and 25. Well, in 50 and $1, if you get really specific, but that's not circulated. They don't make those anymore. And here in Spain, we have 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, 10, 20, 50, 1 euro, and 2 euro. So we have a lot more coins here.
And the less than euro, it is counted as cents in Europe.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yep, euro cents. So good. Yeah, like why do you want a 2 cent coin? I don't. So you don't have 2 1 cent coins, but anyway. So I always have lots of coins, and my purse is very heavy, but or not. So anyway, and Nock, do you have any experiences about money in a different country or anything like that?
Well, I never ever been to any country as Vietnam before. So
have you seen other money?
Yes, I see the US currency.
Very good. Well, perfect. And actually, another funny thing. Oh, sorry, Nock. Yes?
in that dollar, it is too high. When you charge it to Vietnamese, $1 is about 25,000 Vietnam dong. Oh my God, it is so high. And
And what's
you can be a million here if you are in Vietnam.
That's true. But how much do you normally spend, for example, if you go out and get food? How much would that normally cost?
Well, it depends on food. If you have bread,
Right.
it is about 10,000 Vietnam dongs, and if you have the noodle or something more delicious, it is about over 50 Vietnam dong. 50,000 Vietnam
Okay.
dong. I mean,
Right. So $2. Okay. No, I'm just trying to see. I know it's very cheap for us. For example, people in Europe, the United States, it's very cheap to go there.
but
So
for me, it's so expensive.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I guess it depends on your monthly income or what your parents do for jobs and things like that. But yeah, it's super cheap for us. So, and I'd love to go one day. So maybe I'll
Yes,
see you
so
there.
welcome.
I'll let you know. All right, good. Well, oh, the other thing I was just going to say is that it's really funny when I go home and I have to put dollars into my wallet because they don't fit. They're too big, so I have to fold them and then put them in my wallet. So it's crazy. It's just funny because you think, oh, money is money, and there's no difference, but there is in the size. So my money doesn't fit. Okay, so getting back to our topic today, the bank. I'm going to share my screen with you today in just a second. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to talk about functional language first. Okay, and so Ken, can you please read the first three? And we're going to do this little by little. We're actually going to do one at a time, and we're going to say if this is formal or informal. Okay, so formal versus informal here. Ken, can you please read the first one for us?
Okay. I'm sorry, but I must decline. I can't eat fish. I think it's formal.
All right, and Nak, what do you think?
Well, before I answer, can I ask what does formal mean? Because it's new word for me. I'm sorry.
Oh, it is. Well, that's great. So formal is maybe, do you know the word more polite?
Polite, yes.
Polite
Yes.
is more or less formal. Okay, so if you're talking to maybe a big boss at work, you would speak in formal language. And if you're talking to your friends, you'll use informal language.
I see. Thank you.
No problem. I'm glad I could explain it that well to you. Okay, so formal or informal. So what do you think this is?
The first sentence.
Yeah, the one that Ken read.
I'm sorry, but I must. I think it is informal.
Okay. Do you know
Yes.
why?
And
So we have 50-50 here, formal versus informal. Do you have an explanation why you think it's informal?
I don't know, but I think it is informal.
Okay, it just sounds informal, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's actually formal. And Ken, can you explain why it's formal?
Because usually formal or polite expression use big words like somewhat difficult words like decline.
Good. Yep. So there's exactly. So decline is one of the main words here. Okay. And I can't eat fish. It's something that it's impossible. You're not saying, well, it's not my favorite. I prefer something else. It's that you can't. So it's a very solid, it's a very good excuse. Okay. So good. So Ken, can you read the next one?
Okay. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't like fish. Informal.
Okay. And yes, this is informal. Nok, do you see the difference between the two of these? Do you see the difference between the first one being formal and this being informal?
Yes, formal is more polite.
Yes. And so in the formal sentence, we're using decline. Okay. And then in the second, we're using thanks, but no thanks. It's very informal. This is what I would say to my friends, my family, something like that, depending on the family member. I don't like fish. Thanks,
Okay.
but no thanks. I don't like fish. All right, that's pretty informal there. Okay. Do we have any questions?
No.
Okay. And so how can we use these? Yeah?
Sorry, what is the meaning of thanks but no thanks?
I appreciate it, but no, thank you.
Okay, which means no thank you. Okay.
Kind of, yeah. I totally was going to translate that into Spanish. Thanks, but no thanks is I appreciate I appreciate you offering me fish, but no thank you because I don't like it.
I see.
So it's kind of a compliment, but refusing something. So it is still nice. Okay.
Okay.
Good question. All right, so can you read the last sentence here that you are going to read, not the third sentence?
I really can't make it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think it's
So what do you think?
both polite, formal, and informal.
Okay, well, actually, we need to compare because I see your point. It looks formal, but it also looks informal. So, Knock, can you actually read the fourth sentence for us, please?
Sorry?
Can you read the next sentence?
Okay. I am so sorry. I am unable to attend due to matters at home.
Perfect. Now, Ken, which one's formal and informal?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. First one is informal and second one is formal. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Okay. So we needed to compare this one because I definitely agree that the first one, I can't really make it. I'm sorry, isn't super informal, but it's obviously not super formal either. Okay. Good. And Knock, do you have any comments about these two sentences?
I think the second one, I'm so sorry, blah, blah. It is formal because it is so formal and it is longer. And it has the word so there. I'm so sorry. That means you are really, really sorry and formal.
Okay, good. Yeah. The other part, for example, is I'm unable to attend. So we use unable. This is to be able to, okay? Be able to as the verb. And can is the modal verb. Okay, so we can always use be able to. In this case, instead of be able to, is be unable. Unable to. Okay, so in the negative. And so that's part of the formal part. And then attend. So attend is a bit formal. Attend. We could also say I can't. Instead of I can't make it, I can't go, for example. So that's more informal. Due to is relatively formal instead of because. And also in the more formal sentence, we are using a reason. Due to matters at home. Okay, matters is relatively formal. Something informal because of things at home, for example. Okay? So there are many clues in this sentence that make it formal, okay? And so sorry, yes, absolutely also is it's, adding the extra emphasis, okay? Any questions about this?
Nope.
Okay. Well, perfect. No? Okay. Now, Knock, can you read the next one, please?
Okay. I am afraid I have made other plans.
All right, why don't you read the last one too? Then we can compare.
Okay. Sorry, I can't come. I'm tied up at work.
Good. So which one, knock, do you think is the more formal one?
I think the last one is formal. Sorry, I can't come. I'm tied up at work, because it is and it's more formal. It has sorry there.
Okay. Ken, what do you think?
Yeah, first one is formal and second one is informal.
Yes, I'm going to agree with Ken on this one. It's just because I'm afraid we don't use, we use as, oh, I'm scared, I'm afraid. But in this case, we're not using it like that. We're saying, oh, no, I'm afraid, I already have plans. And so that's the polite way of saying, I can't, So that, and afraid of my other plans, that's fine, I can't come. Tied up at work. What's tied up in this case?
Means busy.
Exactly, I'm tied up, I'm busy. Absolutely. Okay. So that's good. Any questions about these? Any comments about these? Okay. Well, in that case, let me go to the next slide. Okay. All right, here's some language you can use at the bank. Okay, so questions at the bank. For example, says, I'd like to open an account, please. What does this mean? Anyone can answer. I'd like to open.
Yes, simply, which means, how can I say, to to have a bank note from the bank, and you can save and withdraw the money, or sometimes renting money for that account.
Okay. Yes. And then I need to close my account.
Oppositely.
Yeah, you have to close the account that you don't want to have an account at the bank anymore for whatever reason. And could you tell me my balance, please? What's that mean?
This kind of tell me the balance sheet of my account.
What's balance?
Plus and minus, withdraw and saving money on the balance sheet. Balance.
What's exactly balance? What's balance specifically?
Balance between, how can I say, plus and minus, renting or borrowing money or saving money. That balance, I think.
Knock, do you do you know what the word balance means?
No, it is new word for me.
Okay, perfect. Well, it does mean two different things. One definition is balance, that maybe you can stand on one foot and not fall down. Okay, that's balance. Okay, this balance is the amount of money you have in your account. So if I say, could you please tell me my balance? They'll say you have in your account. Okay, so that's the amount of money you have. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions?
Can you please explain more? I don't understand.
That's okay. So when you go to the bank and you say to them, can you tell me my balance? That means the money, the amount of money you have in the bank. All right, the amount of money you have in the bank. Does that make sense, Knock?
Yeah. Understand.
Okay. All right, good. Perfect. Well, then let's go to the next one. We have some more here. This is for transactions, okay? So it says, I'd like to withdraw 100 euros, please. Can we think of a synonym for the word withdraw? Withdraw. Any ideas? A synonym, a similar word?
It means take back your money.
Take back? No, phrasal verbs are terrible. Take out. Take
Okay.
out.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Very good. Take back would be more return. So good. What about I want to pay this in, please? Pay this in.
Put in.
Kind of. This is with money, so you want to pay in. Nothing? Ken?
Maybe to save money in the bank.
Pay in to save? No, this is actually, for example, I want to pay in. So let's say that you have an account. Hi, Rocky. You have an account. We're discussing what pay in is. It's when you have an account and you have to pay something. For example, you have bills or you have debt. You say, I want to pay in. So I'm going to basically spend money somewhere else, okay? Let me see if I can explain it a bit better. Pay in, because it does have a specific meaning as well, okay? Money into your bank account, it says. Pay in.
Yeah. Like there's one idiom we say 14 bill, like footing the bill, like that.
Footing the bill? No, that means you're paying the bill.
Yeah, okay.
So
I want I want to pay.
Okay, so what Rocky said is footing the bill is, it means that someone's paying. So if I say, oh, I'll foot the bill on this one, that means I will pay the bill. I don't know why, but that's what we use. So this is just to put money into your account, it says. That's relatively simple. And then transfer. Transfer. What's a synonym for transfer?
Yes.
Yes. Transfer. Giving money to someone.
Okay, how? But in hand?
In their bank, in their bank accounts, account number, we are taking in, we are transferring amount one to another account number, like.
Okay, good. Yep, that's true. I also transfer money from maybe my account here in Spain to the United States and vice versa. Okay, so any questions with these words?
No.
Okay. Well, okay, so now we have this. It says, read the sentences again and decide which is the correct answer. All right, so Rocky, we'll have you read these. Can you read everything here, and then we will do the activity, okay? So just read everything that you see.
Okay, first, I would like to open an account, please. Second, I need to close my account, please. Third, could you tell me my balance, please? A, can I ask why? B, yes, 1200 euros. C, certainly. What type?
Okay, so very good. And so now what we'll do is I'll read number 1 again, and then you can all put maybe ABC in the chat box or tell me the correct answer, okay? So I'd like to open an account, please. What's the correct answer that goes with this sentence?
Can I answer?
You can answer, absolutely.
Yes. I think the answer is C, certainly. What type?
Okay, good. Why did you choose that one?
Because it cannot be A or B.
Okay, process of elimination. That works too. Okay, that's fine. And that is the correct one. Certainly what type? There are different types of accounts. There's personal accounts, business accounts, etc. Okay. All right, so for number 2, I need to close my account, please. What's the correct answer? Let's go to Rocky, maybe. For number 2, what's the correct answer, A or B? Rocky, do you want to help? Maybe Rocky isn't there anymore. Okay, Ken, can you help us out here? Number 2, I need to close my account, please.
Can I ask why?
Good. Exactly. So if someone's changing banks, it's a bit strange, or maybe the bank needs to know why because it's because of competitors, things like that. So sometimes they want to know why they have to close the account. And I'm going to say that Rocky will come back. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That does happen sometimes. Okay, good. And then the last one, could you tell me my balance, please? Yes, 1,200 euros. So has anyone heard of 1,200 before like that? 1,200. 1,200. Because there are 2 different ways that we can say this.
Sure.
So 1,200, or how else can we say this? No knows? Ken, the other way to say numbers?
1.2 thousand? I'm not sure.
No. They're the
1,200?
same.
1,200.
Exactly, 1,200. Yes, well, the 1,200 and 1,200 are the same. And more in American English, I think it's catching on in England nowadays. But in the United States, we definitely use 1,200. Or 3,200, for example, 5,500. Oops, 5,500. Now I'm forgetting an extra 5. Okay, 5,500, for example. We always use it. It's easier to pronounce. It's easier to say. Okay?
I see.
Good. Well, with that, what we'll do is I will go to the next slide here. And this is the same thing with the other one. So I'll read this one. All right. I'd like to withdraw 100 euros, please. I want to pay this in, please. I'd like to transfer some money, please. A, of course, where to? B, how would you like that? 10s or 20s? And C, okay, how much? Okay, so with the first one, I'd like to withdraw 100 euros. What is the correct answer, A, B, or C?
I guess, of course, where to?
Okay. I'm going to disagree with you there, Rocky. Anyone else?
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't read yeah, I got confused.
That's okay. No problem. Does anyone else have the correct answer?
Okay, how much?
No.
B.
Okay.
Is it a type of currency?
Awesome.
Yeah, how would you like
Exactly.
to?
So how would you like it? 10s or 20s? 10s or 20s refers to the note amounts. So this person is asking if they want them in 10-year or $10 quantities or 20-euro quantities or dollar quantities, whatever. Okay. So that's good. Okay, and then for the next one, I want to pay this in, please. A or C? This is more difficult. Any idea?
I think C.
Okay, how much?
Okay, how much? That's perfect. Okay. They're asking the quantity that you want to pay. All right, so then number 3, I'd like to transfer some money.
Of course.
Is A. Of course, where to? Because of the preposition to, we know that it's going somewhere. And with transferring money, you're sending it somewhere else, okay? So that's the correct answer for that. So this one was relatively confusing, huh?
Mhm.
Okay.
If you,
Well, that's okay.
yeah, at that time you have to pay like extra attention, like this one thing I got.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So very good. Well, perfect. And with that, what I'll do is we'll go to the next page here. Okay, and so choose the definition for the word or words. This is not a question, so that should not be there. Okay, so open account, close an account, balance. A, you want a new account. B, the money you have in your account. Or C, you want to cancel an account. So number one, open an account is?
You want a new account.
Exactly. Good knock. That's fine. Number two, close an account.
You want to cancel your account, like you want to cancel an account. C.
Exactly. You want to close the account. You want to cancel. You don't want an account there anymore. Okay. And then balance is the money you have in your account. And that's what I explained before Rocky came in. So very good. Let's take a look at this next one. Same thing here. Ken, why don't you read for me, okay?
Okay. Withdraw, pay in, transfer.
And the definitions, please.
Okay. Withdraw, take out money from the bank. A, and pay in.
So take. No, just read. Just read.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Take out money from the bank. B, to put money into another account. C, to deposit money into an account.
Okay, good. So now with withdraw, what is the correct
Withdraw.
definition?
Take out money from the bank.
Exactly. 1 second. Let me just confirm my answers here. Okay. Yes, that's true. So number 2B, I'm sorry. Number 2 is pay in.
To deposit money into an account.
That's good. And 3 is then B, to put money into another account. So good. All right, so that's perfect. Any questions?
Not yet.
Yes.
I have a new word. This voice. The voice. What does it mean?
Deposit.
Yes.
Deposit is put, for example, put.
Put.
Yeah, so put money into an account.
Okay.
I suppose add money into an account.
Thank you.
Okay. No problem. Get other questions? No? All right, well then we are going to read something here. So what I'll do is, actually, Rocky, why don't you read this? And then Nak, I'll have you read the rest, okay? So Rocky, you can start.
Okay. I was talking to my friend as I was withdrawing 40 euros out of a cash machine. I think I must have been distracted or something because my card was returned and I walked away without taking my money.
Very good. All right, and so Nak, can you please read? Why won't this? Okay, good. Nak,
Yes.
can you please read this?
Yes. Thankfully, the guy behind me in the queue Shoot it. Me telling me I had left my money. My friend left and took the 20 euro note from the guy. Strange, my other 20 euros wasn't there.
Okay, so very good. So he took out 40 euros, but he only got 20. That's strange. Okay, so any questions here with this? I think we understand. Q means line. That's when people wait to do something. He left his money, laughed. Okay. So let's take a look at this. The person withdrew money. Is it true or false? Do we need to look again?
The person.
The person withdrew money. Is it true or false?
Okay, according to that paragraph. Okay.
True?
Mm-hmm.
True.
True. Very good. Yeah, he was taking out money. He was withdrawing money. Very good.
Yes.
Number 2 says the person wasn't concentrating. True or false?
Concentrating.
I think it's true.
Mm-hmm. That's good because he wasn't concentrating. He said he was distracted. I think I must have been distracted because my card was returned and I walked away without taking my money. Okay? So that's what he's referring to there. Mm-hmm. And then the person got their 40 euros back in the end. True or false?
False.
False. Okay,
False.
and why?
Because 20 euros.
Because he only got 20 euros. Exactly. Well, maybe he only took the 20 euro button. No? That can happen. Okay, good. Well, let's go to this next one here. So this is longer. Let's see. I think, Ken, why don't you read this one? Wait, read up to here.
Okay. I went out with some friends one night, and my best friend and was staying at my house for the night. She wanted to leave early because she was tired. I gave her my keys and she left. I had a great night and went home a few hours later.
Ken? Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Good. Knock, why don't I have you read this part and then Rocky can read the last part.
Okay. When I got home, I rang my friend's phone. Knocked on the door, rang the doorbell, but no answer. She was asleep and would not wake up. The worst thing was that it was snowing.
Maybe maybe this person's in Wisconsin. Okay, good. So Rocky, can you read the last part for us?
Yes. The only thing I could do was get a taxi to my parents' house about an hour's drive away. When I arrived, the taxi fare was 100 euros. I woke up my parents and they had to give me the money. So embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. So good. So kind of a strange situation. Any questions about vocabulary before we look at the questions?
No.
Okay. Well, very good. So true or false again? The friend left early without keys.
False.
False. The friend left with keys. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It was raining. True or false?
False.
Oh, why?
No.
It was snowing.
Exactly. It was snowing, not raining. Okay. And the person took an expensive taxi that cost 100 euros.
Yeah.
True. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Very true. And where were they going? Where was this person going?
Parents' house.
Parents'
Parents' house.
Exactly. Perfect. Great. Well, we have another situation. Oh, look, it's about Spain. This is near me. So, again, let's split this up. We'll have, oops, it's kind of long, but that's okay. So, Knock, why don't you start this one, okay?
Okay. I have had many experiences with money, but the one that sticks in my mind the most is when I lived in Spain. I remember forever queuing to open my account, and when I wanted to close it, well, that took a long time and a whole lot of effort.
Okay, good. And then this will be a little short for Ken, but okay. Rocky, can you read this part, please? Rocky. Maybe we're having bad connection. Okay, so Ken, can you read that part, please?
Okay.
Sorry. I didn't open my mic and I was waiting.
Okay. All right, go ahead,
That was a
Rocky.
mistake. Yeah. I couldn't really speak the language very well, and the person wasn't very patient with me. When they asked me why I wanted to close the account, I told them in broken Spanish was because I had found a better bank.
Okay, good. And then Ken, can you read the last part here?
Okay. They didn't accept this and told me I'd have to go to my branch in Cadiz if I wanted to do this. I don't use this bank anymore, but the account still exists.
Okay, good. Cadiz. No, very good, very good. Actually, Cadiz is very close to me. It's not too far. Well, a couple hours away driving, so not too far. All right, so very good. Any questions here about anything?
Is it
No.
common in Spain? It's difficult to close the account?
I don't know. I really don't. My husband did it, and I think he gave the same explanation. Or he just said, I want to close the account, and they basically have to do it. So he didn't have to go to a different bank or anything. So I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, so let's look at our true and false questions. The person can remember a money experience very well.
Yes.
They can
True.
remember, yes. Why?
True. Because the first, I've had many experience with money.
But this one sticks in my mind. This is the most important part here. Sticks in my
Yeah.
mind.
Like a
Okay.
glue.
Exactly. It kind of pops out and says, hey, I remember that. The number 2 says the person wanted to close their account because they had no money left. True or false?
False.
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 False. Very good. And the bank told the person they could close the account.
False.
They said yes, but it's difficult to do. Probably.
That's true. I thought this was more clear too. I was like, this is, they can close the account, but they can't do it in that bank. That I'd have to go to my branch in Cadiz if I wanted to do this. Okay?
Okay.
So that's it. So I think we'll stop here for today. Fantastic, everybody. All right. So hopefully we've learned a little bit more about money. And let me just stop screen sharing now. Perfect. So hopefully you've learned a little bit more about money today and, withdraw. I definitely think Knock has learned a couple new words today, so that's good.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. That's what this is all about. So do you have any final questions about anything?
So when do you think the next is going to be?
The next class should be, I have to check.
Okay.
Wednesday, definitely. I haven't, I'm behind. This never happens. Normally I'm pretty good with this. But I have not sent my full June calendar to Thomas. But if everything goes well, it should be on Monday and then Wednesday. Okay?
Monday
That's the
earlier.
plan for now.
Okay.
Monday earlier, yes.
Okay, I got it. Thank you very much.
Not a
Thank
problem.
you.
So great. You're very welcome. Everyone have a great day, great weekend, and hopefully we'll talk on Monday, okay? It should be Monday. I'm not promising, but I think it's going to be on Monday, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Perfect. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.